Hey guys, Justin here. Now, I did say when the Battle Pass was coming out, I would upload a video. It's finally here. You can see 100 days for the Battle Pass. Now, they've extended it from, I think it was 90 days originally. Now it's about, so it was originally like 3 months, but now it's 4 months. Or, no, it's just under 4 months. For first things first, if you probably all noticed, there was a new update. Now, you can see here, my demo guy, my bomber, he's looking a little bit different. Also, but you can see here this guy's looking completely the same. But what's the difference, I wonder? Well, basically the whole difference is if a soldier is using the Rack and Panda bushel, which a few of my soldiers are using, then they'll have the gas mask over. You can see here I just changed it. He's now not got the gas mask. So, really, this is kind of an interesting... I think this is actually quite interesting. It's quite a cool change, because originally, in real life, they didn't actually have this. There was also a couple more changes. There's actually a reason to do something like this, for example, which is have repair kits on your engineers, because, well, you get XP for repairing tanks now, and there's a few more stuff. But let's talk about the main event of the video, the Battle Pass. There's also a few other things, like some changes to like demolition got changed, like to ground debris got changed. So now, you know, around the point craters aren't as thick as they once were, and a lot more. But let's go into the Battle Pass. I've already bought it, so. The early stuff, really, there hasn't changed much, okay? They haven't changed much in the early stuff. You can see here, it's almost entirely the same, you know. 300 XP boosters, a 50 XP booster here, yada, yada, yada. You know, they haven't changed much. What was interesting, though, is what they've done at the end, so past level 60. First off, they've added in this one, which is just regular troops. Bronze troops, then they added in another one, which is some silver orders, which is free, some more silver orders, squad upgrade, weapon upgrade, which I think, squad changing I don't really care about. The weapon upgrade's kind of good if you can use it on something like an FG or something like that, that's pretty good. Level ups, don't really care. These ones don't really care. This one was interesting though, this one was really interesting. It's a free one, level 69, nice. But you get 12 7-day, you get 12 7-day boosters at 50%. Now, normally, that doesn't seem like much, but that will stack, okay? And you can stack these, I believe. So, I reckon that would be a really cool upgrade. Another gold as well, some more gold at level 70, because you get the one at 60. That means, if you pay, you actually get more gold. So, you get 200 more gold if you finish the Battle Pass, or get to at least level 70. You also get some free troop, some more troop orders, some more call sign orders, which for the 2 people who use them, I've only used like 1. I've like 200 of these. I've only used like 1. Then you get this one, which is basically a direct upgrade for buying the pass. So if you can get that's actually interesting for me. But here's the big one for me. 75 day finally at 75, you get the you get a gold order, which everyone was expecting. But here's the main one with this. The gold order here is 2. It's free for a start, and there's 2 of them now. So now you can get multitude of gold orders. So that being said, let's look at the gold orders. So for Moscow, and I believe for the Soviets, we're getting, there's the KBP 135. I think this is a submachine gun. Don't see this being used at all. Really do not see this being used at all. It's because the Soviet submachine guns are too powerful as is. This next one's really interesting. This is for all Axis factions minus the Tunisia. So Tunisia has something unique. They get the artillery Luger. Now the artillery Luger is essentially, it's a submachine gun for a start. And I think this is actually quite interesting. Gonna have to see how this is, but you're gonna get the submachine gun Luger, which it looks quite cool. It's a semi-automatic though, so yeah, I don't see this being used too often. If this was a pistol, it would be powerful. They'd have to balance it obviously by giving it like 2 round mags, but because it's classed as a submachine gun, don't really see this being used, especially in every campaign, because I mean Moscow just has too many gold orders, which are good. Tunisia, the only one I'd probably seen it being used was actually Tunisia, ironically, but Tunisia doesn't have it. So yeah, that's the Moscow ones. I'm not going to go over the Berlin or the Stalingrad ones because they're the exact same again. It's like the EMP again, where the same with the Axis, other than the Axis Tunisia. They got the exact same one. The Allies in Tunisia and Normandy got the Smith & Wesson light rifle, which is another submachine gun. You can see here it says it's a police weapon. The game features the Mark II version of this. It's another semi-auto. Don't really see this being used at all. I don't see this at all getting used. Like, it's going to be the exact same as the Peterson device. I reckon this is going to be exactly like the Peterson device. Never used at all. And in Tunisia, not really much as well. There's this one's the interesting one. This was the one I think was the most interesting. It's a Beretta M. It's another semi-auto. They've gone for semi-autos, SMGs. This one. It's a mix between the Beretta model 1918, which is of course a really situational weapon, and the Beretta model M38. Now, the reason I don't see this being used often is because the M1 is so good that, yeah, this thing just doesn't really hold weight. I think the only way you can probably justify this one is if you get it before the M1. You get the M1. Kind of like the Schmeiser in Normandy if you got it before the MP35. But yeah, here's the main thing though with this update. From what I heard, most of the old stuff, some of the older stuff, the like the Pearson device and stuff like that, they're gonna be gone in the next update. I don't know which ones are going. I'm guessing it's gonna be. My guess would be up to the suppressed weapons are gonna be gone next. So if you don't have these, pick. No, it says here. You can see here, up here. So the Peterson device, the I'm guessing as well the Gewehr 1888, the Badan. I'm guessing the Schmeiser as well. Yeah, the Schmeiser. I'm just going to check Berlin to see if the Berlin ones. Nope. It's just those 4. So, in Normandy, if you don't have the Schmeiser, the Peterson device, and if you don't have the Badan or the other one, the Gewehr 1888, then it will be gone. So those are the weapons. The vehicles, we've got the Bias Tank 7, number 13. So for people who want a Bias Tank, I don't see this one being used too often because the T50 exists. And the Unique Soldier is a Radio Operator 2 for the Allies. The Axis also have a Radio Operator 2. And they get a Panzer IV-E. Because reasons, I guess. Again, no way do I see this being used because the Panzer III-J is already in there. That was a train, so which the Panzer III-J already has a premium, so I don't see those two being used often. Probably not going to see them at all. I'm not buying them, so yeah. For the vehicles, for the Axis, we'll start with the Allies actually. You can see that. For the Allies, they get a P-51, which is the Hurry Home Honey. P-51. I mean, it's a P-51 at the end of the day with 2 bombs. I'm pretty sure that's the max level P-51. And it's a Tanker 2. Exact same for the Axis Tanker 2, but also they get a Puma. So, if you want a Puma for some reason, and if you want another Puma with a unique skin, there you go. For Berlin, we've got a Yak 11. So, a Yak 3 100 white. So, basically, it's the exact same. It's another reskin again. For the Axis, there's a BF 109. I mean, I guess that's good. But, and the unique one is a pilot. So, yeah, so you got your unique pilot. For Tunisia, I'm pretty sure we all knew which one this was. I think this was announced. It's a Crusader. For the, we got the rats, the desert rats, Crusader. I would say this could actually be worth it, because the Crusader is pretty good. And you've also got the AP-15, which I don't think is worth it, because I don't like the AP-15. But yeah. I would say this is worth it if you don't have the, unlike me, you didn't have the, this Crusader, which you got from the, it was a Twitch drop. So if you don't have this Crusader, which is on the Twitch drops, then, actually I think it's the exact same. So, if you got the Twitch drops for the Crusader, you've already got the 7th Armoured Crusader. For the soldier, it's an Engineer 2. That's actually pretty good. Engineer 2s are actually pretty good. So, yeah. By the looks of things, pretty good. And for the campaign that no one likes and no one plays, we've got another Panzer IV F1, F2. A T-34, which is actually, I would say this is actually pretty good. Because this is actually a premium vehicle. So, yeah. Pretty good. And you also get a machine gunner too. So, yeah. Not bad overall. Not a bad one. I'm actually really good. I think the one thing I'm excited for is this. It looks pretty good. So, yeah. Anyways, I am going to end this video here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Leave your thoughts in the comments what you guys think about this. You know, obviously. Oh, yeah, and by the way, before anyone gets, there's also some new daily, some new weeklies. So 10 battle heroes where you get, if you complete 10 battles and you get battle heroes, so like coming first or being the most valuable like attacker or something like that, you'll get that. You'll get this one. You also get, if you become a colonel, a lieutenant general, or a marshal, you will get more those as well. You also get, and these are on top of the stuff, so you can see here. 25 kills, 250 kills with a machine gun, flamethrower, mortar, AT rifle, or projectiles. Attacking a point, defending a point, hand grenades, kills with aircraft, with vehicles, destroying enemy vehicles, headshots, top 30 finishes, 750 enemies, AP mines, and then bolt actions. So those are going to be the daily. Those are going to be our weekly tasks for the next thing. Much better than I think than the last ones, because the last one had like some really, like the first ones were pretty crap. The second one had really only one, which I didn't, had a few which were really like, kind of like melee, pistols, and arty. This one, well, doesn't really have much. Grenades, everyone uses them, basically. So, I don't think grenades is going to be too bad. AP mines is really the only bad one, but it's like really, like, there's not really that many. So, yeah. Also, if you're worried about, you know, oh, my rank's going to get progressed, then you don't have to worry, because the ranks haven't been reset. You can see here you also get a prize. And also, here's the main one. If you get to Marshal, you get a unique allied soldier in Normandy. So you get a unique soldier in, I think, Allied Normandy? Does it say here? Yeah, it says, because I was on Axis Normandy. So, yeah. You get a unique soldier for Allied Normandy. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Leave your thoughts in the comments what you guys think. And I'll see you guys in the next video.